All right, what's up? Another episode of the podcast. We got Tyler Hackus of Ripe Collective here. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
All right, yo, let's get into it. So Tyler Hackus of Ripe Collective, what is good, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Dude, so I've known you for like what? When did we meet? Like,
Bro, I probably met you like winter break of my freshman year. So that was like what, your first year of like college, I think, maybe?
yeah, you guys were freshmen in high school when I was a freshman in college.
Okay, word.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, that makes sense. Yeah.
Word.
Cause I was like, I remember I met Brett through Evan and Billy.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
because they
that-
went to the
yeah,
fall.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
for 1 year. Oh wait, no, Evan stayed for 2 years, I think.
I always forget that they went back.
Everyone
to the,
dipped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It wasn't. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a big deal. Like,
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
what high school you go to.
I did the same thing. I was in 2 different high schools.
Yeah.
But yo, so I want you on the show because I've been having a lot of people that are just, on their own entrepreneurial journeys,
Yeah.
adventures, if you will. I've had people who are making their own music, people doing Super Smash Bros. Commentary, and yeah, you're one of my first people that is like pushing their own brand, like their
Excuse
own,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
like merchandise
I
brand.
feel, yeah, like merchant, like, kind of
Yeah.
like clothing, yeah.
Yeah. So
like-
you've been making some dope stuff. I've got some of your shirts.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely great vibe. Like, I don't know, it just feels like nice, chill, like street clothes. Love
Yeah.
that stuff. But let's just where'd the idea from that come? Where'd the idea to start all this come from?
I think it started from me and my friend Paul, whose birthday's today. So happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday, Paul.
And I think we were going through like some old freestyles we did, like back when I was a sophomore in college. And literally, like, I said the word ripe, or like something like that. And like around that time, that was like when it began. It was like that time where I was like okay, like this word like appeared and it just like stuck for a while, and I was like, yo, like what is this? Like this mischievous word ripe has been tormenting my mind this whole first semester. Like, what are you doing? And then I was just kind of like bored one day, and like that was when I first started producing too. And I was like, you know what, like the producing thing, like it isn't hitting right now. I'm gonna come back to it. Like, let me go and try to do this, like this ripe idea, right? So I downloaded like this free Photoshop app, Shadow Photoscape. I actually bought it now, so we're coming up in the world.
Nice.
And yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. Literally, just like threw a couple like rough drafts on there, and I was like, yo, this is like so cool. Like, I love the idea of like having like clothes and like having like your own like kind of like, yeah, your own like brand, right?
Yeah, your own
So I was like,
merchandise.
kind of like saw how like Supreme did shit, and I was like, word, like this is like an interest, like the market they appeal to has grown so much, you know what I mean, over the past like 6 or 7 years. Like,
Totally.
it exploded. Like,
Yeah,
it
it
literally
was like
exploded.
it seemed like it was some kind of like strictly street culture stuff, and now it's very mainstream.
Yeah, it all came from like kind of when I'm trying to think of what they did. They got their trademark in like 2013, I think.
Well, it was a skate team.
Yeah, it was like,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? It was
Yeah.
a skate team. So like it wasn't treated like a company. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of guys like just sending it, like,
Yeah, like-
doing rad shit. Like, that's like my whole idea like behind it. Like, I just want to be like surrounded by people that do cool things.
Nice.
And like, cause I don't know, that's just like what life is. Like, you want to surround yourself like the best people you can.
Completely,
So-
bro. If you don't
Yeah.
do stuff like that, yeah, it's
So yeah, like that's how that started. And
yeah,
then
you hit
I
dead
got.
ends when
I'm actually wearing the first one. Figured it'd be right.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have the pineapple one.
Bro,
Yeah.
I need to buy a pineapple one off someone I sold it to. I'm not even kidding. That's like the toughest one I made.
Oh my god, I love that
I love
one.
that
dude.
one too. Like, man, bro, I literally like destroyed mine. Like, I destroyed mine like so bad.
Dude, I actually destroyed the one. I have 2. I got 2 from you, but like I have
Which one?
2 of the pineapple
You
one.
got 2?
Yeah, cause you gave me like a double XL one, cause like somebody ordered double XL and like didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, but then like the first one I had actually did get destroyed. I wore it to work like one of the first days. I got covered in bleach. I'm like, yeah.
Yo, mine got covered in bleach too.
Dude,
That's
bleach,
crazy.
Oh,
Bleach,
destroys
bleach
clothes.
ain't it. But
No.
the thing is, bleach is also a cool thing. So you can use bleach
Yeah,
to your advantage.
sometimes it'll help you, sometimes it doesn't. Yo, so just like making beats and stuff. Like I see on your social media, like you've showed me a bunch of beats that you've made. Your social media, you're putting out like weekly beats. How'd you get into that? Like just making music. Like, did you teach yourself like the skills that you have now, or?
Yeah, like myself and like the people around me. Like I gotta like shout out like my boy Goldsmith and Will Bidebeck and Nick Blue and his boy Jordan. Yeah, they like all taught me. They're all like still teaching me about music. You know what I mean? Because they all are teaching me like different perspectives of the same thing. So like everything's just getting reinforced. You know?
Nice,
It's like one piece comes together and like three more like different like ideas come to mind. You know?
Nice. Yeah,
So it's really it's been like half of it like me experimenting with it, half of it like me being in a room with like literal like professionals, you know.
that's awesome.
I'm also a music student, so like that kind of helped.
Well, nice.
That was like more of like the I kind of just got to see like what like kids that do music are like, cuz like I was like my idea of like the music industry before I became like a music student was like, oh okay, like everyone makes pop music, and then like I literally sat down in a room with like no one that made pop music, and they were all telling me about their music. I was like, bro, like this is crazy. Like I have so much to learn.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to, interact with people who are doing the same thing as you. Different minds.
It's super
Yeah.
tough, and you
Yeah.
learn so much.
Different approaches to the same thing always result in
Greatness.
better product.
Yeah.
Dude, about school. Like, let's talk about the radio show a little bit. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I like that. That's
Okay. The radio show is honestly like another thing that my friend Paul introduced me to. He like one night like we were all just chilling, and we were just like playing like like FIFA or something like that, and he's like, oh man, I have a radio show. And this was when I was a freshman. I was like, oh, you do like the radio? He's like, yeah, bro, like I like have like a show. I'm like, oh, what time is it at? He's like, oh, it's at midnight. I'm like, what? Like you have the midnight slot? Like that's not good. And he went on to be like the general manager of the station, and like you know what I mean, like he's like the embodiment of like hard work like paying off completely. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Because he like literally started from being like no one. He like made a name for himself, and he like literally like worked so hard for it.
So like the radio station was like a club through school. Like
Yeah,
school
it's
had
like-
access to the studio.
yeah, you have to be like a part of the station. So like you have to get access from someone like in administration. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's like a part of it. But
Nice. That's a really awesome resource to be able to take advantage of.
It's great for making like highlight tapes. Like if you want to make like kind of like a reel of the things that you've said that were cool, or like the people you interview. Like it's amazing. So
Yeah, that is really like taking advantage of that is smart right now while you have that chance.
yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's like a totally like there's a lot of people out here right now making their own companies and making their own brands and pushing their products through social media, but not a lot of people also have their own radio show. Like people are doing things like this, their own podcasts, but not a lot of people are actually getting the chance to jump on the radio right now. It's like
yeah, radio's like low key like dying. Like FM radio, like
yeah,
jeez.
yeah, because of the internet.
Yeah,
But
and
it's-
because like bro, you just plug your phone into your car. Like
Yeah,
it's like the
exactly.
easiest thing to do.
Yeah, it's crazy to think how like people all over the world are listening to like Hot 97 and Power
Like-
105.1.
Like Bluetooth killed the radio star.
But I just think that there's value in the layout of that show. Like you becoming
there's-
so familiar with just how having your 2 hours to, like just do the intros and like the format of a radio show. I just feel like that's good experience.
It's like a play. There's like acts. You know what I mean?
right,
It's like different acts. You know, there's Act 1, which is like the first hour, first half hour, whatever you want to look at it as. And Act 2, it just keeps going on. And it's like, you can really do a lot of cool things with it. And I think that, like, some of the kids that are in there now, like some of like the younger kids, they're doing really well, and they're really, like, engaged with it, and I'm hyped. Because I know that they're going to bring, like, one kid, or, like, one, like, big name to the radio station, and it's going to, like, explode, you know?
Nice.
So that's what I'm hyped for. Like the next 2 years for like the radio station is looking very bright. But
That's really cool.
I'm just gonna sit back and like kind of watch.
Right. That's really awesome. Really something cool to be a part of. Back to like any content that you've made, like music or beats or anything. So you just showed me a song that you made the beat for, and your boy like he just had like soloed on his guitar.
Oh yeah, he did a top line. Yeah,
Yeah.
he killed it. And
Yeah.
that's my boy Will.
Oh, that's your boy Will.
Very very talented.
Shout out Will.
Yeah.
Dude. So you're just where does the inspiration come from to just make a beat? Like, are you just like you have the thought comes to mind and like later that day you'll sit down and get it done? Or,
It's like entirely based upon like my mood, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I like make beats like based off like A, what I'm listening to, and B, like how I'm feeling when I listen to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that is like the first step of it, you know, just like thinking about what you want to make. And the first steps I usually take is like the melody, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? Like I usually will like sit down on the piano, go through like the random like instruments, like whatever I have, and kind of just like look for something that's like cool that like makes me feel like how I feel, and then or like resonates with how I feel. I don't know why I said makes me feel.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of funny. But yeah, then I just make a melody. A lot of like melodies are like weird because like there's a couple different ways that I approach making melodies. So like I'm not gonna go into that, but like
Right.
that's just like one like it's like the way I usually start. And if I don't start like that and I already have like a rhythm in my head, then I'll just slowly like throw a song on that I want my song to sound like just like pluck out the rhythm of the song, like the hats, basically like the drum kit of it, and then I'll like go to work on like the melody. And I usually try to figure that out myself because
Nice.
like I don't there's like different ways around like making melodies, but like I usually just try to like figure out like what they're playing, or like I'll Google like what notes it is, because like people on YouTube, they make covers of that all the time.
Right.
That's like the most clutch thing.
Like I saw that in the beats that you've sent me, like you just title them after the sounds that you use, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what you're saying?
I mean, like I do that for me. Like that's for like if I'm like not trying to sell it at all, or like I'm before the stages of me selling it. Like it's not like master like to my liking or whatever. Cause like I'll sit in my car with my laptop and just like master my like songs. Cause if it doesn't sound good in my car, like my car is very bad. Like my car has a horrible sound system, so like I try to make it as close to the best as I can with my car.
Wait, you're using your car's sound system to master the tracks?
Yeah, like I'll master a beat on my laptop with like studio monitors, and then I'll bring it into my car to see what it sounds like in that type of environment.
That's awesome.
Bro, that's like that's like literally the best way to do it.
Wow.
And on top of that, my car gets like crazy different frequencies compared to like monitors, like studio monitors. It's like different years.
Damn,
like,
producers, aspiring producers, like that's a nice little hint you just learned.
I'm giving the sauce for free for like the next 5 minutes, I think.
Free sauce. Dude, that's a great idea.
And if you want to be serious with it, man.
Yeah.
Like.
But so like, are you ever like rapping or making any verses anymore, or like?
Yeah, I do that. I just don't like. I'm like waiting until I get to the point in my production like that. Like if I'm like thinking about like a song or whatever, I can just like make the song like literally from scratch.
Nice.
I don't want to put out some like mid. You know what I mean? I don't want to like make some bad music.
Nice.
Because I know people that make bad music, and like I know people that make good music, and like the difference is the people that make good music, they waited until they knew and they were confident in their music.
Confidence is key.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're not confident with yourself, you're not gonna want to sell yourself. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I completely agree. Content creation in general, like me personally, I find myself like not wanting to release stuff until I feel it's perfect.
Oh yeah, exactly. If it's not like cool to you, then it's not gonna be cool to other people.
Yeah, and then like if you still release it, like what are you in it for?
Yeah, exactly. Like you're just trying to get paid.
Yeah.
And that's if you don't love what you do, then you're never gonna like even get close to making money off it.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
that's definitely true.
All right, cool. Let's keep running these questions. We're giving out too much.
Yeah, true. This is like really quality.
We're giving like the life talk right now.
Yeah,
like,
for real. This is good shit though. That's what I like to do on the podcast. I want somebody to stumble across this and be like, "Wow, whoa, those guys are onto something."
And they get like a different perspective from it.
Yeah, and that's cool. It helps them.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's early in 2019, dude.
Early.
We got what? We were like 7 days into this. I don't even know. 8 days. But what are your plans? What does the rest of 2019 look like for Tyler Hackus, the Ripe Collective?
I think. Well, I got some friends and family stuff dropping soon, like super soon. Like I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow.
Nice.
And that's like that. I don't know. I'm probably gonna make more of those because those are super tough.
Wait,
Like,
more of what?
The ones that I told you about.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably make a few of those. Not like exponential numbers. I'm talking about like just for the people that are lucky enough, you know.
Nice.
And then
very exclusive.
bro, that's why I'm here. I'm here for the people that I like, you know.
Hell yeah. The resellers might scoop those quick.
Nah, no one's. I'm good.
None
Not
of
yet.
that,
Not
none
yet.
of that,
Not
none of
yet.
that.
Not yet. When I get like a mil on Instagram, then we'll talk about resellers. So like, right now I'm cool.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. One
Yeah.
day, yeah, we'll
Soon. One day we'll sit back down and have the million follower episode of your podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then we'll interview a reseller. We'll be like, yo, so what is it like reselling internet merchandise?
We'll be like, do you know where I was 5 years ago?
Dude, there's people out there. Those videos definitely exist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, the Bezos, you know, the dude that runs Amazon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
His interviews,
Jeff.
bro, Jeff, he was the corniest man alive. Like before he started it, bro, he was a corn dog. Now he's like,
Yeah.
He's like tuition for my nephews.
Nephews. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be awesome. But yeah, dude, on that note, I think it's a good place to wrap up this episode. I like what you're up to, dude. Good attitude.
I do too.
Yeah, dude, good, and that's
Yeah,
key. If
half
you
of it.
don't like what you're up to, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're confused.
Shouldn't be up to anything at all.
Exactly. Well put. But yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you for stopping by. You're driving back to school tonight?
Yeah, I'm driving by school tonight.
Damn.
I'm gonna go make a Dire Docs slap.
Nice. Dude, the Dire Docs
The
song
Dire-
from
the,
Super Mario
the
64.
Dire Docs freestyle is coming at like 2 a.m. I'm gonna send it to you. It's gonna be mad funny.
That's awesome, dude. Yo, do you have anything you want to plug? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at ripe-collective. I think it's either dash or underline or like underscore, whatever it is.
Word.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I'll put all those
Yeah, we'll
in
just
the
put a bunch of-
description
Yeah.
in the video.
Yeah,
It'll be
perfect.
there.
Cool,
You can
cool.
find them.
That's important, man. But yeah, thank you so much.
Dude, no problem, dude. Thank you, yo. Check us out. There's more content, more podcast episodes coming. Find me on Twitch. Please be safe.
I had to level up.
Yeah.
I had to level up. They talking down on me, and they is under me. I had an epiphany. It turned me into a G. I remember back when it was 09. Obama, everything was fine.